What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. The Detroit Lions, man, they're absolutely rolling right now. 4-game win streak. They're 5-1 on the season. They're playing like one of the best teams in football. And I want to talk about them because they've just been impressive. So that being said, what has impressed you the most with the Detroit Lions and who has impressed you the most with the Detroit Lions? There's a lot of different guys and a lot of different things in my opinion. But before we get into them, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But Detroit is balling. So what's impressing me about the Detroit Lions and the way they're winning is that they're winning in multiple different ways. They're not just a one-trick pony who's just going to try and sling the rock all over the field and that's how they're going to beat you. They've won games off of defensive pressure. They've won games off the run game. They've won games off Goff. They've done it all different types of ways. You have week 1 against the Chiefs. They get that Brian Branch pick 6. That's a big play by the defense. Really swung the game. So that was important. Week 2, they have a tough shootout loss to the Seahawks. That's a good team in Seattle. So there's nothing to really hang your hat on. It was a tough OT loss at the end of the day. They're going to happen. Week 3, they run into the Atlanta Falcons, and they get 7 sacks. Right, so they only had like 1 or 2 sacks in the first couple of weeks. They get 7 in that week 3 game against a Falcons team that's been competitive against everybody. They kind of dominate that game from start to finish, right? So then you get week 4. Playing the Green Bay Packers, you get 5 more sacks. You get a David Montgomery 3-touchdown game. So you win the game on the back of your defense and your run game. Week 5, we're going in to play Carolina, and we're going in without the sun god, Amon-Ra St. He's not going to play. What happens? Sam LaPorta gets 2 more touchdowns, right? And you dominate that game. You win 42-24, just smashed them the whole way through. So that has been impressive, right? That was all the way up until then. Then today they play the Bucks, and really they just stifle the Bucks. That's what they did. You have a great play by Amon-Ra St. where he catches a little bit of a drag route, is running sideways, and then Craig Reynolds levels one of the Buccaneers to create the pathway for Amon-Ra to turn the corner and get another 15 yards for the score. That's, the team aspect of like receivers blocking for each other. I always love that. Then you get the JMO nuke, the 50-yard touchdown to him. The dude has like 5 catches in his NFL career, but 2 of them are touchdowns. So, and oh yeah, what did Goff throw for? Like 350 or something like that? What did he throw for? 350. He threw for 350. So you've won games off Montgomery. You've won games off your defense, the pass rush, a pick 6, key turnovers. You've won games off Amon-Ra being really good, LaPorta being really good. Goff has been a god out there. So you've really won in multiple different ways against different levels of teams, and you've looked really good while you've done it. Also today, Goff throws for 350, and they have no running backs because Montgomery goes down with an injury. Jahmyr Gibbs was already out because of a hamstring. And what do you need? Quarterback steps up and says, I got us. And he's just slinging it all over the field. You only win 20-6, but it gets the job done. And this is something defensively that I feel like a lot of people didn't know how good Detroit would be, right? Right now, they're allowing 18.8 points per game. That's a pretty good metric, pretty good. You're keeping the other team under 20, you're going to have a shot every single week. Now, and then your offense puts up 28 a game, so you're winning by an average of 10 points per game. So that's a 2 scores is what you're winning by every single week. And they've really played well in all facets of the game. Kicking has been on point. Special teams has been pretty good. Defense is been getting sacks, forcing some turnovers here and there. Offense, you're getting it from Montgomery. You're getting it from Gibbs when he's active. You're getting it from LaPorta, Goff, Amon-Ra, just Reynolds. There's just so many different dudes that are playing so well. And I think that kind of goes to like who's impressed me the most. And there's so many different guys you can pick. There truly is. You could say Goff because he's been top 10 this year. You could say Amon-Ra St. Even though he missed a week, he's been top, 7 as a receiver at worst. LaPorta, he's been top 2 or 3 probably as a rookie tight end, which is insane. Hutchinson, if you want to go by just a star on defense, that's what Hutchinson is. There's Brian Branch, who's been very, very good. I don't think he played today, but there's so many different guys that you can pick from. I would say LaPorta probably for me, just because having that safety valve at the tight end spot, who's a big target, gets open downfield, is a monster after the catch. That kind of elevates the offense to a degree. So I would say him. I love Amon-Ra. He's amazing. Hutchinson. Like I said, you could pick a lot of different dudes on this team. If I didn't name somebody, put it in the comments who it is, right? Because there's, like I said, so many guys you can pick from. Now, if we're looking at their schedule over the last 11 games that they have yet to play, I really only see 5 tough games, and some of them are sooner than others. You get the Ravens next week. You're going to get the Chargers in like a month. You're going to get the Packers, who you already kind of manhandled a little bit, but I do think the Packers could be, a little bit more competitive next time around. You get the Saints, who have been competitive against pretty much everybody, and then you get the Cowboys, who have a really, really solid team, no matter how much America likes to hate on them. Those are the 5 games I think that are the toughest that they have left to play, but I see them winning at least 3 of those. Because the multitude of ways that they can win. A lot of these teams, like the Ravens, have been kind of up and down, up and down. Chargers, tell me about it, up and down. Packers, more down than up. The Saints, kind of crumbling right now with the Carr injury. Cowboys, we just watched them get murdered by like 40. So this is going into their game to go against the Chargers, so that could be very different. But really, those are the 5 toughest opponents they have left, because then you have Chicago twice. Chicago looks like a dumpster fire. Which sucks, because I wanted Chicago to be competitive this year, and they had a couple weeks where they looked like they could be, and then this week they just took another couple steps back. Minnesota, they're in such a no man's land. I don't know what their team even does. Denver is absolutely garbage. They might be the worst team in football. You're gonna play them, and then you're gonna get the Raiders, who the Raiders have kept it competitive for the most part, but Detroit, they're rolling. And they've got 11 games left. They should probably win at least 8 of them, in my opinion. And that puts you at like 13-4 going into the playoffs. That's a great year. And I think the fun thing about the Lions is that they're all young for the most part outside of Goff. It's a lot of dudes who are just like out there just, hey, we're having fun. We haven't been in the playoffs. Like we're trying to end this drought. Like we haven't done that. And we're just playing football, and if we get there, great. So that's the inexperience is fun to a sense, because it's just guys learning on the fly, and they're playing great football. But nonetheless, Detroit's rolling. Simple enough, right? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. Really, really appreciate you for watching. I'll see you on the next one, but I'm done here. Peace.